If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out, whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant. Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The body of water that you see to the right of our forward motion is the Seven Seas Lagoon. The Seven Seas Lagoon is a man-made creation that took 3 years and the removal of millions of cubic yards of earth to complete.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. Thanks for hanging in with me there last week. We weren't able to get a show up near the end of the week. We had a couple family things going on. We sent my daughter off to France. That's very exciting. And as I said in the Facebook post, if you saw it, we sent her to the actual country, not the pavilion at Epcot Center. Anyway, so me being hungry. Oh, by the way, before we start off the show, and by the way, I am hungry, strangely enough. We're going to have some exciting things coming up. We're going to have a couple interviews. I'm hoping to get some guests on the show. If there's anything you'd like to see on the show, join us over at Looper Nation Live over on Facebook. If you're not a member there, I'm not sure why you're not. It's a closed group, but we just like to keep an eye on who's joining just to make sure we don't have anybody, peddling anything, anything that's going to, harass any other members. Just make sure everybody's, good, wholesome Disney fans. And once again, we try to keep everything on the show family friendly. Anyway, for today's show, since I'm very hungry, I want to talk about the Foodie Guide. This is out actually at Disney Springs for the Disney Springs Flavors of Florida for 2019. This is something they're doing this year. It says here, you can experience the Disney Springs Florida Flavors of Florida with a delicious selection of perfectly paired Floridian-inspired plates, cocktails, and brews across all of Disney Springs. It's going to run it's running on now through September 2nd, and that's 2019 if you're listening to this in the future. You can get these guides anywhere around Disney Springs. And perhaps the Welcome Center there would have them. And here are some of the offerings. For those of you who have big fans of Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, the Fountain of Youth Chicken Wings. I'm pretty sure nothing involving health and living into the future involves chicken wings, but I'm going to go with it. And these are chicken wings served with the St. Augustine de Teal pepper sauce. And then their beverage there is the Florida Rain. Orange vodka, gin, coconut rum, blue curacao, and sour mix. Oh, yeah. Deluxe Burger has the Southern Burger. It's a signature beef blend patty, topped with a fried green tomato, pimento cheese. That's very big in Disney Springs anymore. Lettuce, a grilled onion, and bacon. And this is actually big everywhere right now. The orange cream flavor. It's a vanilla gelato blended with a zesty orange flavors and topped with whipped cream. That's kind of like a liquid dreamsicle. That's what they're called where you're at. The old popsicle with the cream filling on the inside. Emirates Patisserie has the blood orange mousse. It's a lemon chiffon cake with a grapefruit gelée. The Ganachery has your Disney Springs dark chocolate bar. It's a dark chocolate bar with orange. You're going to notice in this Florida-inspired menu, lots of citrus, which, you can kind of expect. And a lot of the things, at least food-wise coming up, they're going to be kind of like a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit cooler, probably, nothing extremely heavy for those summers in Florida. They also have the Florida Orange Ganache Square, dark chocolate blended with a Florida orange juice with orange zest. I'm glad they added the orange zest on there because that actually brings more of the orange flavor through than actually the orange juice itself, strangely enough. Orange juice is a good source of sugar. The Key Lime Ganache Pop, white chocolate blended with key lime juice and fresh lime zest, covered with dark chocolate. Sounds kind of good. The Rainforest Cafe. Now, the Rainforest Cafe, not everyone's favorites, but they have a couple things that I've normally liked. The conch fritters, which isn't something I've liked normally, by the way. Served on a bed of tropical slaw with a key lime tartar sauce. And then the Funky Buddha Floridan Hefeweizen. Now, this is actually a local brewery down in Florida. It's their ad says, full on flavor, light on the palate. It says, our unfiltered and refreshing German-style wheat beer is full on flavor, yet light on the palate. Authentic Hefeweizen yeast creates the compelling aromas of bananas, citrus, and cloves, while the wheat and malt body perfectly capture the brilliance of a golden Florida sunset. That doesn't sound too bad. How about that? So that's the Funky Buddha from the Floridian Hafenweisen. Hope I got that right. Let's see. Wine Bar George and the basket at the Wine Bar George has the Froscato cookie sandwich. It's a frozen pineapple Froscato sandwich between 2 house-made sugar cookies. And then the Froscato, if you're going to wonder what that was, is a Moscato, vodka, and a Dole Whip pineapple. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And let's get to some food here. The Polite Pig has the smoked prime rib slider. The prime rib served with a citrus aioli and a green papaya horseradish slaw. And if you listen to the show for any length of time, you know aioli is just an alternative to the word mayonnaise. So there you go with the Florida Mango Frosé, which is a fresh mango puree, sparkling rosé, and citrus. That sounds pretty darn good. Let's stick with some smoked and barbecued food here over at the House of Blues at the Smokehouse. They have a key lime pie with a graham cracker crust and toasted coconut. And their Sandbar Sunday Isla Miranda Beer Company American Pale Wheat Ale. So a little beer there. They don't really have any food listed there, which would be kind of surprising here, but you got to go somewhere to get something to drink now, don't you? Splitsville has the Tuna Poke Tower, or Poke Tower. I'm not going to make any jokes there. It's a seared ahi tuna with a spicy crab mix, a diced Florida avocado, an Asian slaw stacked and served with crispy wonton strips. That actually sounds pretty good. And their drink there is a strawberry sake spritzer, has local strawberries, lemon juice, elderflower liqueur, and a rose-infused sake garnished with a whole strawberry and mint. I'll tell you, all these beverages sound really refreshing. I'm a big fan of this. The Yisaki has a fresh tuna tekidon, which is a fresh customizable poke bowl featuring sushi-grade tuna on a bed of steamed rice topped with avocado, cucumber, seaweed salad, tempura crunch, and a zesty house-made yuzu aioli. Mayo. Let's see. The Violet Sake Slushy has a Japanese sake with a prickly pear and a lime topped with a konpeito candy. And the Frozen Beer Shandy. Kirin draft beer with a fresh squeezed orange juice topped with a frozen Kirin foam, which I think is similar to what you can get at the Japanese pavilion over there at World Showcase at the Epcot Center. I know I keep calling it Epcot Center, but it's just what I do. Now, T-Rex. You know, I don't think of T-Rex, for any special food theming here, but other than dinosaurs. But the Boom Boom Alligator Tacos has flour tortillas, fried alligator, and tropical slaw topped with a micro cilantro and spicy garlic sauce. With from another local brewery, the Sailfish Brewing Company has a tag and release amber. And here's one, the Ice Age. It's rum, blue curacao, a pina colada puree, and orange juice. Now we're going to a place I've been and I've talked about it many times, and I'm actually going to be able to talk about this one here. Chef Art Smith's homecoming restaurant, the Key West Shrimp Cocktail. This was fantastic. It's not your standard shrimp cocktail. I'll tell you that right now. It's not like it has a really thick cocktail sauce, but it has seasoned shrimp, hand tossed with avocado, mango, cucumber, and a house-made cocktail sauce served with buttermilk crackers. First of all, I'm going to tell you those buttermilk crackers are the sleeper dish with this. Those were fantastic. This is almost looks like a tuna tower, but it's got shrimp instead, and it's got the avocado, I almost want to say guacamole, the mango, and the slaw, and all those flavors blended great. A generous portion of shrimp I thought on there. It was very cool. It was moderately filling. It wasn't heavy by any means. I could see getting this and then maybe just getting a dessert. Heaven forbid, you're skipping the fried chicken. But that was fantastic. That was a fantastic appetizer. And if you're into shrimp, I would absolutely recommend that. Giving that a try. Let me know what you think if you do. And then the drink over there is the Blood Orange Madra. It's a blood orange moonshine with freshly muddled strawberries, pineapple puree, and a cranberry juice. Now, muddled is not anybody from Harry Potter. And their birth order or birth parents. It's actually basically just crushing, blending, mixing, knocking it down there a little bit, breaking it up. Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill. The local burrata is a burrata. It's made in Pompano Beach, Florida. It's served with a prosciutto, arugula, fresh peaches, and basil pesto. Now, if you ever wondered what the burrata was, I'll be honest, I had to look this up. It's a fresh Italian cow milk cheese. It's made from mozzarella and cream. The outer shell of this is solid mozzarella, and the inside Contains a cream. It has an unusual soft texture because it's kind of semi-soft on the inside, and it's usually served fresh at room temperature. And so I can see why they have that with the prosciutto and arugula, just to help bring all those flavors out and blend them together. That actually sounds very excellent. Over at Paddlefish, the crab ceviche. Blue crab, avocado, bell pepper, jalapeno, cilantro, and lime, served with tortilla chips. Now, ceviche is a cold. It's not really cooked in the traditional sense. Usually like the citrus acid and the acids in it kind of cook everything. They're kind of cold and make, just it blends all the flavors together. Ceviche is actually very fantastic. And their drink there is a key lime wheat ale. Oh, a lot of people's favorites here. The Boathouse has the steamed peel and eat Florida shrimp and the Conch Republic key lime wheat ale. I don't know if this is their thing. I don't know, steamed peel and eat Florida shrimp. I mean, here's how they Florida shrimp dusted with Boathouse seasoning and served with drawn butter. Although I've not had the Boathouse seasoning, that might be fantastic. So if you've had this Boathouse steamed peel and eat Florida shrimp, I want to know how that is. Someone's had that, let me know. Let's see here. STK Orlando has the Market or Fresh Catch ceviche. Again, the ceviche we just talked about that has passion fruit, lime, and chilies. And La Playita Lager. So probably another brewery down there. Paradiso 37, Taste of the Americas, has Florida Scorpion Shrimp Paella, Colossal Gulf Shrimp, mussels, pancetta, peas, crushed red pepper, tomatoes, and savory key lime butter, tossed with Kalispara rice and broiled to perfection. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. And then the Sunset Margarita, which is tequila, Cointreau, and fresh squeezed Florida orange juice. Let's see, Planet Hollywood, the citrus kale salad. Nothing to me screams Florida like citrus and seaweed. Superfood blend, kale, julienne broccoli, slivered Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. So far, they're really doing a good job of selling this with feta, fresh grapefruit and oranges, cranberries, sunflower seeds, and agave dressing. Let's see, and the key lime martini has vodka, ice cream, fresh lime juice, and simple syrup with a graham cracker crumbs rim. We'll finish up here. We'll go over to Morimoto Asia with the orange gator and waffle cone. It's a tempura alligator, wok tossed with sweet Florida orange sauce and served in a house-made waffle cone. All right, tempura is like lightly battered and deep fried. So you're getting deep fried alligator cone is basically what you're getting. Although I bet it's pretty good, but fresh orange sauce. Actually, I think just judging by the look of that, I think I might prefer I'm going to say it, an aioli. And then the Pulp Fiction Grapefruit IPA is there a drink of choice over there at Morimoto Asia for the Flavors of Florida 2019 over there at Disney Springs. So there we have it. We have a bunch of great dishes. If you're over at Disney Springs, maybe you've been to these restaurants before, maybe you've sampled a lot of things on the menu. These things are new for 2019. I kind of like the idea that they got this kind of different summer-long festival of flavors. We're all familiar with the food and wine, food and art and art and flowers, all those other festivals taking place. But this is kind of different. Summer, like I said, the one on here that would be my go-to if you want to try any of these would be the Key West Shrimp Cocktail over there at Art Smith's Homecoming. If you want a lighter dinner, you don't want all that fried chicken, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't, I would recommend that. Speaking of the travel agency side of things, it should be today. If it's not today, it's going to be real soon, where you can start booking your trips from January through December 31st of 2020. So if you're thinking of maybe taking a trip at some point next year during the entire year, once again, just give us a look over there at ResortLoop.com. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show today. If anybody would like to look over there at iTunes, and some will call it Apple Podcasts, if you'd like to leave a review over there, that'd be fantastic. Rating and review, if you'd like to leave us an open for the show, give us a call, area code 414-WDW-LOOP. And if you have a second, go over to YouTube, give us a like over there, give us a follow over there at our YouTube channel. We'll be posting some things here. I'm thinking maybe sooner than later. That'll be fantastic. And everybody, once again, Tim Scott, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. You've been listening to the Gateway to the Magic. See you, everybody. Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoop.com.